Now then, in recent weeks we have been bombarded by adverts urging us to buy new television sets. There's a price war in the shops and many people want to buy a new telly in time for the World Cup.
But a surprising number of people are refusing to upgrade. In fact, they still watch in black and white.
Anita Rani has been finding out why.
Flat screen, widescreen, high def, freeview, plasma, 3D. The colourful and sometimes confusing world of TV technology. So how about going back to a simpler time, when everything was in black and white?
I thought it would be nice to watch something in black and white for once, rather than everything being in colour. But I don't think I could get used to it.
I think it would have been better in colour.
I like colour better than black and white.
You couldn't see anything at all. Boring.
We're alright, but we won't be best in the world.
These days, most of us may love vivid viewing, but we weren't all immediate converts to colour. It was only in 1976 that the number of colour TV sets overtook black and white. Ian Baird is the grandson of John Logie Baird, none other than the inventor of TV.
So Ian, what's the appeal of black and white television?
Black and white screens give you a different viewing experience, which is in some ways a higher definition viewing experience. Even though you're losing the color, you're getting higher resolution. And it gives you a sort of buffer zone between your home and the outside world. In the early days, the color television displays weren't as good as they are today, and so black and white was still quite competitive. The early color television sets, they would run very hot, and they earned the nickname curtain burners because of the amount of heat coming from the backs.
What got people tuning into colour?
When you had the programs like The Avengers and The Prisoner, the 1970 World Cup, and Pot Black. Part of it was just having color shows to watch. And they saw their neighbor with a color television set. That was a big factor.
The grass turned green on our screens in 1967, when Wimbledon was first broadcast in colour. But there are still 25,000 of us who prefer to watch in shades of grey. John Thompson is set in the old ways. John, why did you get rid of your colour TV?
The television licence was cheaper, and I considered the picture to be somewhat better, to be perfectly honest, and I can equally enjoy it, or more so even, than colour.
What about sport? Do you ever watch football?
I do watch football. I know which side my team's playing, I know what colour the grass is, so the colour really would not add much as far as I'm concerned.
So what is the appeal?
Really, it's going back to childhood a little bit. The comfortable feeling of watching a black and white programme, comfortable feeling of watching the set warm up slowly and gently, and the smell of warm valves and dust burning. So there is a lot of nostalgia attached to it.
Do people ever ask you if you're a Luddite?
In other areas of my life, I'm actually quite advanced in technology, so it's very difficult for somebody to accuse me of being a Luddite, because I do embrace technology, till it comes down to colours. But there is a place for colour television, of course there is, but in my world, I've worked out I can live without it.
With a converter box, black and white TVs will still work after the digital switchover, and the reduced licence fee will still exist. So the future is reasonably rosy for monochrome. And those of you watching in black and white, I'm the one in the green top.